Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is my first video for my bookbinding junk journal channel. I am a seasoned YouTuber though. I have a drawing channel where I teach different drawing techniques, and I will link that in the description box below and in the end screen maybe. And if any of you are coming from my drawing channel, thank you. Thanks for coming to see this channel. Today I'm doing a I'm doing a flip through of my most recent finished journal. So I made this with an envelope, a manila envelope technique that everyone's been doing. It measures, let's see here, 9 by about 6. It opens with a, see, it's not really large, it's a 1 signature. I don't like real huge journals all the time anyway, because I want to be able to throw this in my purse and stuff or whatever. This will be going on my Etsy shop, so I will link it below. And I Mod Podged it. I didn't use Distress Stain. I used what is it? Wood stain, actual real wood stain, to achieve this look, and it makes it nice and soft and it feels great. The Mod Podge I think does that. So here I have little tiny pearls of I think they're liquid pearls. I embellished, put a little plate. This is Journey, a rose that kind of matches her hair. Some tulle and really cool paper that I tea stained and baked in the oven. So the closure goes and it wraps in the back like this, and then you tie it from here. Okay, so let's open it up. All right. This is a Tim Holtz paper, just some lace for my stash. I think I got this at Hobby Lobby. This is vintage notebook paper, punched a hole for interest. Just a note card that I stamped, and not a note card, index card in distressed. You can just tuck it in there. Just a little piece of book page. And the next, was like a Pinterest printable, and there's some distress lines there that you can journal on. Tucks in there. More coffee paper. I left this blank because, and it does, you can lay flat and journal on it or whatever, but the papers are so pretty how they turned out. This is tissue paper that I sewn on. I kind of ruffled it up and sewn it on the edge. I left all the strings hanging for interest, but if you don't like that, you can just cut them off. Here's a piece of paper. I think this kind was from Joann Fabrics, but I don't know the name. Distressed all around it. Another piece of that book paper, that ruffly. And this is this writing here is work orders from the railroad, old work orders. So they've been coffee dyed, all this paper. So you can journal on this page like that. Just a little pocket here goes in here, and a little quote there from Ralph Waldo Emerson. This is probably one of my favorite pages because I just like the color combination here. This is one of my Tim Holtz die cuts. I'll try to list as much as I can in the description box below through Amazon too, in case you're interested. Pinterest printable comes out, and you can journal on that side, and you can also journal on this side. This is a die cut from Tim Holtz. That's my favorite one. I love that die cut. It's so cute. It just tucks back in there. And I've sewn around, and there's like a dictionary page in the back here. This has a very low belly band, I guess you'd call it. A little area to tuck in the tag. This is another flower from the Tim Holtz and some tulle. Here is just a tag, and it goes back in here. That. This paper I got from Pat Catan's, and I don't know the name of it either. I've had it a while. I'll try to find it. Oh, here let me find. I didn't put anything because I didn't want to interrupt the cute little silhouette designs there. So I figured you could tuck pictures or whatever. But this is a tuck spot. You could tuck something there. You can tuck something here. And you can tuck something back here. So I left it for the person to be able to tuck their own stuff in that one. Oh, I love this page too. Pretty vintage image of a girl. I think Pinterest I got it from. But it's also a pocket. So I put a tag in here. And you can journal on the back. I think this was a Pinterest printable too. And just tucks in there. Lace glued on. More of this tissue paper. And here I made like a little, what is it, like pocket with little thumb area. And this paper is so pretty. I got it at Hobby Lobby. And I think it's called Theodosia Square. I don't know if I'm saying that right. The collection. And I made some lines that you can journal on. Just plain coffee paper so that you can do your own thing on it. I sewn some lace on there. Another one of my favorite pages. Whoops, that got folded there. The lace doily is just cut and sewn on with some Tim Holtz washi tape. I made a little journaling card that I put liquid pearls all over the front. And you can journal on that. This is a Pinterest printable, and you can journal on that. It's all distressed. So cute. I like how this turned out. And here I rubber stamped this image. I think I got it at Joann's on clearance a long time ago. Sorry guys, I don't know where this comes from. Some coffee dyed paper, Tim Holtz washi tape, and this is a Martha Stewart punch. And here is another journaling tag. This is Tim Holtz paper too. Okay, and a doily, and I think these are from Michael's right here. A band from Tim Holtz paper. This is Tim Holtz paper, and I took some of the train work orders, and you know, it looked cool just as is. I thought you could journal on the inside and just tuck it in. Lots and lots of tuck spots in this book, so there's plenty of areas to look at and to write on. Here's a tag I made from Tim Holtz paper, and this is light enough that you could write on the back of that. You could write in here too and just tuck your tag in there. Here's the back of this doily. This is a vintage doily I scored a while back. These are vintage. They're such a pretty design up close. Another index card that I distressed. Just tucks in there. This is a printable from Pinterest that I printed on tissue paper, and then I backed it with some book paper, and then I made it into a little tuck spot. I like how you can see the, you can see the book page in the back. And, it's kind of real subtle. Here again is that paper from Hobby Lobby. This is such a pretty color. It's so shabby chic. And this page, look how cool this turned out, this coffee paper. Oh my gosh. It's hard for me to even list this book on Etsy, to be honest. Here's the middle of the book. And here's my my signatures. Look, they can fly away. These are little butterflies from the punches from Martha Stewart. This is a coin envelope, and it does open. You can put what you want in there. It's empty right now. And it just shuts with the little butterfly. This is just some tissue paper in the background. I printed this. It was such a pretty image. I think I got it on Pinterest too. I just left it as is. It's so vintage looking. I love this. Here I made a little journaling card. Already has lines, so I thought you could write on that. Here I put some gesso so that you can write on this now on the back. And it's got a little tuck spot there. Just tuck it in there. Here's another, look how cool this turned out. This was just so pretty. I was like, I'm leaving it. And I just put a little stamp. I've had this stamp probably like 10 years. I don't know where I got it. Probably Michael's. Of a little birdie. And here is a little journaling spot. These are Tim Holtz paper clips. You can journal on the back. This one opens. And I really worked on this one a lot with Tim Holtz inks, and you know, tried to make it look old, and but still kind of neat on this side. So those two get tucked back in there with this thing holds really well for being such a little tiny paper clip. I was surprised how good and snug this stuff stays. It's amazing. Here's the back of the paper clip, and I took a piece of paper and just painted, and I did see this from a YouTuber who did this. If I can remember, I'll link it below so that you can write on this now. This is just so you can journal on the inside. And I made like another little journaling area. Again, has the butterfly that it opens. A lot of areas to journal. Even though this book only has, I think it has, I have to count. I think it has 18 pages maybe. But look at, there's a lot of area. I made sure there was a lot of areas to write on. Okay, here is a little tuck spot I made from very old paper. So I backed it so that it's nice and sturdy. And this image is actually a scrapbook, but I think it's from Pat Catan's. That I don't even know if everyone knows what that craft store is. It's in my area. So a little tag with some lace, and oh, you can journal right here. I stamped some lines, and I liked how this turned out, where you can see the paper. I backed it. Here's a tuck spot, and it made the paper sturdier, but it also looks really interesting, I thought. Here, this envelope here. It's very thin dictionary paper, and I distressed it, and it's not a working envelope. It's just too thin. I didn't want it to open and shut all the time, so I just made it appear to look like an envelope, but it's actually a tuck spot. It has another journaling spot from this pretty pink paper. Here's another journaling spot. This is one of my favorite pages too, because I just think that looks so cute. This I actually printed. It looks just like a rubber stamp to me. I think I got it on Pinterest. And it's like it was almost a half sheet, but by the time I got to it, it's got some journaling areas. You can journal on the back here, and here, and here, and here. And you can just tuck it in there like that. A lot of little areas. This book took me forever to finish. There's the other side of the doily with liquid pearls and a flower, paper flower. This is an envelope that I made with my punch board, and it opens up. There's nothing inside. I thought people could put their pictures or mementos inside of there. And let's see, the next page. Oh, I punched a hole here, so it's really cool because it shows now on this side. Looks, adds some interest. It already was so pretty, it didn't need much, I didn't think. This is from Tim Holtz. Another tag to journal on. Here. This one, oh, I love this. I love the whole book, can you tell? And I like how it says right here, a guide to the dictionary, and so that's why I kept that paper. And I didn't distress this too much. I wanted kind of a nice white and pink look. You can journal on this, and you can journal on this. This paper is matted, so you can journal on anything in the back, really. And then the tuck spot's a cameo. Pretty pink cameo. Put that in there so it doesn't get bent. And I left this blank because it has lines, so I thought that's a perfect for journaling. Here's a printable. I think it's from Old Design Shop. I think free printable, and it's an old library card. Another journaling spot, which you could tuck photos and more journaling spots if you wanted in there. Really cool paper. Look how that turned out. Look at that. I left that blank just because I thought people could write on it, put their photos. It's just too pretty. I couldn't do anything to that paper. Here's a die cut from Tim Holtz. One of my favorite die cuts that I own. I made another little tuck area so that to make sure this wouldn't fall out or anything you tuck in there. So this is all distressed in the back, but you can still journal on that. Vintage music paper. Back here's the last page, the pretty paper, and a little paper clip holds this where you can journal. This has got about 2 or 3 sheets glued, distressed. I made a tag, added my flowers, and more gesso so you can write on this. It's a really cool effect when you do that too, with whatever pen, doesn't matter. And it tucks right there. These paper clips are nice. Tim Holtz paper right here. Beautiful roses, so pretty. And then the back, which is kind of like a faux leather look to it. Has a nice feel. Feels like a leather book. So that's about it. This tulle here, is that, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Is it tulle? I got that at Michael's just recently. I think they have it on clearance right now. So that's about it. So I will be listing this in my Etsy shop. And thanks for taking a look, guys. I'm excited to start this channel, and I will be making more books. I'm already starting on another one. So please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Bye.